Imagine for a moment what your life could look like if nothing held you back, if every opportunity, every success, every ounce of joy you desire was fully within your reach. Most people spend their lives trapped by invisible barriers, by beliefs they don't even realize they carry, telling themselves, "I'm not ready, I don't deserve it," or "That's impossible for someone like me." These beliefs quietly shape every choice, every decision, and every outcome, keeping dreams just out of reach and potential untapped. But here's the truth. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the way you think about yourself and your possibilities. Your beliefs are powerful, and when they are aligned with possibility, courage, and abundance, they attract wealth, success, and joy naturally. And when they are limited, they quietly sabotage every effort you make, no matter how talented, hardworking, or determined you are. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop those limiting beliefs from controlling your life. I'm going to teach you how to identify the thoughts that are holding you back, how to reprogram your mind with empowering beliefs, and how to take consistent action that transforms those beliefs into real results. This isn't about theory or motivation that fades in a few hours. It's about creating a mindset and a life that consistently attracts the wealth, success, and joy you've been seeking. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just understand how limiting beliefs block your potential. You'll know exactly how to dismantle them, rewire your thinking, and step into a life of abundance and possibility that feels unstoppable. Every idea, every principle, and every step I share is designed to give you the clarity, confidence, and tools to take control of your life starting today. Get ready to shift your mindset, break free from what's holding you back, and create a reality where your dreams are no longer just wishes. They are your everyday experience. Identifying your limiting beliefs is the essential first step toward attracting more wealth, success, and joy, because you cannot change what you cannot see. Limiting beliefs are the hidden rules, assumptions, and stories you carry about yourself and the world that quietly dictate your decisions, behaviors, and outcomes. These beliefs often develop early in life through experiences, conditioning, or societal messaging, and they operate beneath conscious awareness. They might take the form of statements like, "I'm not good enough, money is hard to earn," or "I don't deserve happiness." Even when you consciously desire more, these subconscious narratives create resistance, sabotaging effort and blocking opportunities before they can even be acted upon. The challenge is that because these beliefs are internalized, they feel true, making them difficult to recognize or question. Becoming aware of your limiting beliefs requires honest self-reflection and curiosity. It involves noticing recurring patterns in your life where progress seems blocked, or where fear, doubt, or hesitation consistently appear. Ask yourself what thoughts arise when you consider pursuing greater wealth, taking bold steps in your career, or seeking joy and fulfillment. These reactions often signal the presence of underlying beliefs that limit action. Journaling, meditation, or simply observing your internal dialogue can help bring these beliefs into conscious awareness. It is also important to understand that limiting beliefs often disguise themselves as rational thoughts or practical caution. You might tell yourself, "I shouldn't invest because it's too risky," or "I don't have the skills for that promotion," but these statements are reflections of deeper assumptions about your worth, capability, or the nature of opportunity. Identifying these beliefs is not about judgment or self-criticism. It is about shining a light on the unconscious rules that govern your behavior so that you can choose which to keep and which to release. Once identified, these beliefs become manageable. Awareness gives you the ability to question their validity, examine their origin, and decide whether they serve your goals or hold you back. Without this first step, all efforts to improve wealth, success, and joy are undermined by invisible barriers. By bringing limiting beliefs to the surface, you create the opportunity to consciously reframe your mindset, replace fear with possibility, and open the door to new behaviors, decisions, and outcomes that align with the life you truly want. Understanding how beliefs shape your reality is a powerful step in transforming wealth, success, and joy, because what you believe influences every thought, action, and decision you make. Beliefs act like lenses through which you interpret the world, filtering what you notice, what you accept as possible, and what you deem impossible. If you believe that opportunities are scarce or that success is only for others, your mind will unconsciously seek evidence that confirms this belief and avoid actions that could challenge it. Conversely, when you hold beliefs of abundance, capability, and worthiness, your mind naturally seeks solutions, notices possibilities, and propels you toward action that aligns with these beliefs. Reality is not fixed. It is, to a large extent, a reflection of the mental framework you consistently apply Beliefs function as self-fulfilling prophecies. If you repeatedly tell yourself that wealth is difficult to attain or that happiness is temporary, you will unconsciously make choices that reinforce those narratives. You might avoid opportunities, hesitate to take risks, or minimize your efforts, all of which generate outcomes that seem to prove your initial belief. On the other hand, when you cultivate beliefs of abundance, resilience, and self-worth, your actions shift naturally. You take calculated risks, seek opportunities for growth, invest in yourself, and persist through setbacks, creating results that reinforce your new empowering beliefs. The process begins with awareness of the link between thought and outcome. Most people underestimate the subtle ways in which beliefs influence their behavior. Every decision, from career moves to financial investments to personal relationships, is filtered through your existing beliefs. Even the language you use in self-talk, phrases like, "I can't afford it," or "I'll never be that successful," shapes how your brain perceives possibilities. By understanding this mechanism, you gain the ability to consciously choose beliefs that serve your goals rather than unconsciously follow limiting patterns. Beliefs also determine emotional responses, which further affect decisions and actions. Fear, doubt, and hesitation often arise from limiting beliefs, while confidence, optimism, and excitement arise from empowering beliefs. By consciously cultivating beliefs that support wealth, success, and joy, you train your mind to respond with energy, focus, and resilience rather than hesitation and self-sabotage. Over time, the alignment of beliefs, emotions, and actions creates a powerful loop where your reality consistently reflects the mindset you have intentionally chosen. Recognizing the power of beliefs shifts responsibility to yourself. Instead of blaming circumstances or waiting for external factors to change, you see that your outcomes are a direct reflection of what you choose to believe and act upon, giving you the ability to consciously create the life you desire. Reprogramming your mind with empowering beliefs is the bridge between recognizing limiting beliefs and creating tangible wealth, success, and joy. The mind cannot inherently distinguish between imagined scenarios and lived experiences, which means that the beliefs you repeatedly focus on, whether conscious or subconscious, shape your perception, actions, and ultimately your results. When you hold beliefs rooted in fear, scarcity, or self-doubt, your decisions are constrained, opportunities are overlooked, and motivation diminishes. By deliberately cultivating empowering beliefs, you replace mental barriers with a mindset that naturally attracts possibility, encourages bold action, and strengthens resilience in the face of challenges. The first step in reprogramming the mind is repetition. Beliefs are reinforced through consistent thought, language, and imagery. Simply acknowledging a new belief is not enough. It must be integrated into your daily mental patterns. Visualization, affirmations, and consciously reframing negative thoughts are tools that help solidify new mental constructs. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never achieve financial freedom," you can repeatedly affirm, "I am capable of creating wealth and attracting opportunities that serve me." Over time, the brain begins to accept these empowering statements as truth, guiding behavior and decision-making accordingly. Another key component: emotional involvement. The mind is more receptive to beliefs that are felt intensely, not just intellectually understood. Pairing new beliefs with vivid emotional experiences, such as imagining the pride, relief, or joy of achieving success, creates a stronger neural imprint. When your emotions align with your empowering beliefs, motivation and confidence increase, making action feel natural rather than forced. Consistency is critical. Limiting beliefs have been reinforced over years or decades, so replacing them requires persistent effort. Daily practice of intentional thought, observation of old patterns, and immediate reframing of self-doubt is essential to rewire mental pathways. Over time, this transforms not only what you think, but also how you respond to challenges, perceive opportunities, and approach risk. Finally, reprogramming your mind aligns your internal state with external action. Empowering beliefs drive proactive behavior, attract like-minded opportunities, and enable you to persist through setbacks. They create a feedback loop where success reinforces belief, belief strengthens action, and action generates results. By intentionally cultivating empowering beliefs, you take control of the mental framework that governs your life, allowing wealth, success, and joy to move from aspiration to reality. Challenging fear and stepping beyond your comfort zone is a critical step in breaking free from limiting beliefs, because fear is the mechanism that reinforces them. Limiting beliefs thrive in safety and predictability, convincing you that taking risks or pursuing greater wealth, success, or joy is dangerous, impossible, or undeserved. Comfort zones feel secure because they rely on familiar patterns, but they also restrict growth and prevent the mind from proving that new possibilities are achievable. To attract abundance in life, you must confront the fears that support these mental barriers and take intentional action despite discomfort. Fear often manifests as hesitation, self-doubt, procrastination, or rationalizations for inaction. These responses are signals that a limiting belief is present, attempting to preserve the status quo. By recognizing these emotional and behavioral cues, you can identify the specific beliefs that hold you back and actively challenge them. This process requires courage and honesty, acknowledging that growth demands temporary discomfort but yields long-term empowerment. Every time you step beyond fear, you gather evidence that contradicts the limiting belief, gradually weakening its hold on your mind. The process of challenging fear is incremental. It doesn't require monumental leaps immediately. Even small actions outside your comfort zone build momentum and confidence. For example, taking on a new responsibility at work, initiating a conversation about a desired opportunity, or experimenting with a financial investment can all serve as practical ways to test and expand personal limits. Each step demonstrates to your brain that you are capable of more than previously believed. Rewiring neural pathways to support courage, resilience, and action, rather than hesitation and avoidance, consistency in confronting fear is essential. Limiting beliefs are often deeply ingrained and reinforced over years, so repeated exposure to situations that challenge these beliefs strengthens your mental flexibility and confidence. Over time, the nervous system learns to respond to discomfort with curiosity and action rather than resistance, creating a natural pattern of growth. Ultimately, embracing discomfort and taking calculated risks dissolves the psychological barriers that block wealth, success, and joy. Every action taken beyond fear strengthens your sense of agency and expands the boundaries of what you consider possible. By intentionally challenging fear and venturing outside your comfort zone, you replace old limitations with proof of capability, building a foundation of experience, confidence, and empowerment that attracts greater opportunities and aligns your life with the abundance you desire. Focusing on abundance rather than lack is a transformative step in attracting wealth, success, and joy because the energy you direct determines the outcomes you create. Limiting beliefs often thrive in scarcity thinking, convincing you that resources are finite, opportunities are rare, or that happiness and success are only available to others. When the mind is fixated on what is missing or unattainable, it unconsciously filters reality to confirm those beliefs, overlooks opportunities, and generates fear-driven decisions. Shifting focus to abundance rewires perception, enabling you to see possibilities, recognize opportunities, and take action that aligns with growth rather than limitation. Abundance thinking is not about ignoring challenges or pretending that scarcity does not exist. It is about deliberately directing attention to what is possible, what is available, and what can be created. By concentrating on potential and opportunity, the mind becomes solution-oriented rather than problem-focused. For instance, instead of dwelling on insufficient resources, you explore creative ways to leverage what you have, network with the right people, or acquire new skills that generate wealth and success. This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into stepping stones rather than barriers, increasing confidence and motivation to act. Language and mental imagery play a crucial role in cultivating abundance. The words you use internally and externally shape your mindset and influence your actions. Phrases like, I have the ability to create value, opportunities are everywhere if I look for them, or I deserve joy and success, reinforce an abundant perspective. Visualization also strengthens this mindset. Imagining yourself achieving financial goals, celebrating successes, or living a joyful life engages both the conscious and subconscious mind, creating a new, RAL blueprint for action and attraction. Focusing on abundance also involves gratitude, a consistent practice of acknowledging what you already have. Skills, relationships, achievements, or resources shifts the mind from scarcity to appreciation. Gratitude generates positive emotions that increase energy, clarity, and resilience, all of which enhance the ability to recognize and seize opportunities. Ultimately, abundance thinking changes the way you interact with the world. Your decisions, behaviors, and priorities align with growth, possibility, and fulfillment. Scarcity-based decisions that lead to hesitation, fear, or missed opportunities are replaced by bold, confident action. By consistently focusing on abundance rather than lack, you create momentum that attracts wealth, success, and joy naturally as your mindset, energy, and behavior all move in harmony toward the life you desire. Taking consistent action aligned with your new empowering beliefs is the crucial step that transforms mindset into reality, because beliefs alone cannot create results without follow-through. Many people cultivate positive thinking, affirmations, or visualizations, yet their lives remain unchanged because these mental shifts are not paired with deliberate, persistent action. Beliefs set the direction, but action builds the bridge between intention and tangible outcomes. Every choice, decision, and effort that reflects your empowered beliefs reinforces them, strengthens confidence, and generates momentum toward wealth, success, and joy. Consistency is the key element in turning beliefs into habits. One-time actions or sporadic efforts provide temporary results, but fail to rewire the neural pathways that support long-term change. By repeatedly acting in ways that align with your new mindset, you create patterns of behavior that make empowered thinking automatic. Each step you take, whether it's pursuing a business opportunity, investing in personal development, or expressing gratitude and generosity, serves as proof to your subconscious mind that these new beliefs are true. Over time, this reinforcement makes your empowered beliefs the default lens through which you interpret experiences, replacing old limiting beliefs with confidence, possibility, and resilience. Action aligned with belief also builds credibility with yourself and others. When you follow through on commitments and take deliberate steps toward your goals, you strengthen self-trust and internal accountability. This confidence fuels further action, creating a positive feedback loop where results validate belief, belief motivates action, and action produces results. In contrast, inaction or inconsistency allows doubt and limiting beliefs to regain control, stalling progress and reinforcing scarcity-based thinking. Another critical aspect of aligned action is intentionality. It is not enough to act randomly or reactively. Your actions must reflect the specific principles, goals, and values supported by your empowering beliefs. For example, if you believe that wealth and success are achievable, intentional action might include strategic learning, networking, disciplined financial planning, or seeking opportunities that challenge comfort zones. Each step demonstrates to both your conscious and subconscious mind that your beliefs are actionable and real. Ultimately, consistent action bridges the gap between possibility and reality. It transforms abstract empowerment into measurable results, creating a life that reflects your intentions, effort, and mindset. By committing to deliberate, repeated, and aligned action, you ensure that the wealth, success, and joy you envision are no longer distant aspirations, but the natural outcome of a mind and life fully directed by empowered beliefs. As we come to the close of this message, remember that your beliefs shape your reality, and the power to transform your life lies within your mind. Limiting beliefs quietly hold you back from the wealth, success, and joy you deserve, but once identified, questioned, and replaced with empowering beliefs, they lose their grip. By focusing on abundance, challenging fear, stepping outside your comfort zone, and taking consistent, aligned action, you create a life where opportunities are visible, confidence is natural, and results are inevitable. Transformation begins with awareness, grows through belief, and is solidified through deliberate action. Your journey toward a life of greater wealth, success, and joy does not end here. It begins now. Every thought you choose, every fear you confront, and every action you take reinforces the empowered mindset that attracts the life you desire. Consistency, courage, and clarity will become your allies, and over time, your new beliefs will manifest as tangible results, shaping your future in ways you may have only dreamed. I wish you unwavering courage, relentless determination, and the clarity to take charge of your mind and your life. May you break free from the chains of limiting beliefs and step confidently into a reality of abundance, fulfillment, and joy. Thank you for dedicating your time, energy, and focus to this message. Your commitment to transformation is the first step toward extraordinary results, and good luck as you create the life you truly deserve.